All right, welcome back, boys and girls. We're here for another edition of Morsa Construction Electrical. We're actually doing construction today, and electrical, kind of construction. We're demoing all that wire right there. Just came out of that wall with those holes in it, right there. Feeding that box, going up to that cable set, going up to that mess. There's a whole bunch of mess going across that joist there, and then that wall. Oh yeah, and another junction box. Yeah, oh yeah. And then this is the outlets for, I guess, the washer and other, who knows. We'll get a light to an outdoor light here. That's one thing that actually looks okay. Right there, that actually looks okay. Amazing. They didn't staple off the wire within 12 inches of the box, but it doesn't look like crap. So it comes over here, we got a giant from our garage. That little panel over there was fed by a 60 amp breaker from the main. That's on a new 200 amp panel that's on the outside of the house over there. Then they fed that little sub panel with a 60 amp main. That is the main load center for the entire house. Instead of it going to the panel, which is literally on the other side of the wall, they ran it to this sub panel and then energized the sub panel with a 60 amp double off the main. Absolute asinine. And then they gave a giant cable set going up and a giant cable set going down to feed everything. And then they just did just crazy stuff. Oh, another junction box. Look at that. How surprising. Looks like there's outlets up there for, I guess, lighting, and then another outlet for the opener, I'm guessing. And then, we got a big cable set, big cable. Oh, look at that, another junction box. Hey, shocker, big shocker. Then we've got these cables that go up, nice, like, into our attic. So, yeah, fun stuff. And then, hey, don't cut those orange ones. Don't cut those. Okay. Yeah, that orange one you're looking at right there, yeah. That orange one and that yellow one stay. Everything off the sub panel gets cut. Gotcha. Did you already cut the orange one? No. All right, good, nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, everything off that main stays. So then we come in here, and that cable set's right up there. And then it comes into our attic space right here. And then we've got our beautiful living room. And every single thing has an original wire set going. That's actually an added one that they bypassed, and then they still added yet another one. When we come over here to this outlet, we can see that they just added a new one here, and then they left the original pair just nutted off in there. Over here, same thing. They just put a new wire there in, and they left the original pair nutted off. So there's like a duplicate electrical system in the entire house. There's the original one. Here's our original pair, and then the new added one. Coming off of what I call a Medusa head in the attic. So that guy and that guy, same thing, and that guy, they all go up into the attic to a junction box. And believe it or not, there's like 20 junction boxes in the attic. So this switch wasn't actually being used. It was just nutted off in there, and they had a remote control going here, and the remote control was going to a switch in the attic, and the switch was actually controlling this wire that was going to our fixture box. And the original wires were all just junctioned and nutted off and left energized. And insane, absolutely insane. I think this was one of the only switches in the house that wasn't jacked up, and it goes from here up to our light up there, our hall light. So it looks like the hall light and the hall switch are the untouched original, still working house circuits. And they bypassed pretty much everything else. As we can see here behind the bed, there's the new wire. There's the old ones. Yeah, here is the same thing. This is a three-way for our master bedroom for our overhead switch, and they just buried all this in the wall, and they put a remote control here. Like right this here, we will find all the original switches wires behind here, but this is just a remote control. There are no wires connected to this. This is just a remote control unit that's talking to a switch up there, and I will show you the switch up there. Where's my... let's go up there. Here we go. Yeah, so where is it at? Where are they? Oh, there they are. Yeah, see those switches? Those switches control our 3 bedrooms, and the remote controls in those bedrooms control those actual switches. How weird. So yeah, so there's a junction, and here's a giant junction, and there's a junction, and there's a junction, and there's a junction, and over there's another junction, and it's just, woo, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, we're gonna have fun pulling all this apart. And oh yeah, there's our, that's the actual power for our AC unit. That's funny, it's being fed, but doesn't look like there's any disconnect going to it. How weird, what is that? Looks like I've got something going to it, but nothing else. I've got to go over there and look at that. See what the hell that is.